Well, outrage after a vote in Fairfax County, Virginia, to change its non-discrimination policy in county schools to include something called gender identity.
All those in favor? Opposed? Schultz. Abstentions? Reed. The motion passes.
Well, under the new plan, a student who is male but identifies as a female may use the girls' bathroom and locker room and vice versa. The policy also blocks parents from opting their children out of a classroom taught by a transgender teacher. But now the only board member to vote against the policy is speaking her mind. Joining us now is Fairfax County board member Elizabeth Schultz. Elizabeth Schultz, good morning.
Good morning, Tucker. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. So this was a standing room only crowd at the hearing with the school board in Fairfax County, Virginia. This is a policy that would affect, 1/100th of 1% of the population of America, if that. I'm wondering if you think the school board's spending an awful lot of time on this as opposed to, say, academic policies.
Well, the question really comes down to whose agenda is this and what have we done about government overreach into local school boards across the United States of America. This apparently is being compelled upon us by the Office of Civil Rights through the U.S. Department of Education under the the U.S. Department of Justice. And they're saying that Title IX, which was passed in 1972, somehow includes gender identity. And the notion that the federal government could reach into the 14,000 school districts across the United States of America and tell 90,000 school board members that you must comply or we're going to take away your federal education money is preposterous. That money is meant for the neediest children in our communities, for the hungriest children, for children with disabilities. And so is my federal government telling me that if I don't comply with whatever, this language or any other language, that I have to comply with their language or they're going to take away our children's lunch money?
Isn't it a little weird that a school, which is supposed to be rooted in science and the scientific method, is teaching now that there is no difference between men and women, that you can change your sex, when of course that's contrary to basic biology?
Well, certainly that's what you heard in the meeting, and it was funny because I just only heard the audio, and you would think from the applause that they were cheering by the fact that that motion passed, but they were cheering the single vote that tried to echo a parent's voice. And that was what was missing here is, these are public schools for the public's benefit with public dollars. And we seem to say to parents, we want your tax dollars to run our schools. We want you to join PTAs. We want you to be involved and volunteer. We want you to fundraise. And then we want you to go away, because anything having to do with policy or rigor of curriculum or something like this that has very much to do with personal privacy and dignity of all students and all parents is not something we want your comments on.
The left's war on biology continues. It's a weird moment in America. It's really nice to talk to you this morning. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Good morning.